everyone. Today I thought I'd talk about headaches, and there's a few different things that you can do if you have a headache from an herbal medicine standpoint that might help. So first of all, when I personally have a headache, I get a lot of tension headaches, which means they're caused by muscular tension in my neck. So one of the first things that I like to try is an Epsom salt bath. I have another video all about Epsom salt baths and how to properly prepare your Epsom salt bath, so look for that. But a couple other things you can do from an aromatherapy or an herbal medicine standpoint is to do hot or cold compresses of either aromatherapy, or you can use an herbal tea for these. So you can put a compress on the back of your neck. A compress just meaning that you're soaking the rag in your aromatherapy preparation or in your tea and putting that on the back of your neck. Or you can put it on your forehead, of course. And hot and cold just depends on what feels best to you at that time, because everyone's a little different, right? So you can make an aromatherapy tea in order to make your hot or cold compress. And a couple teas that are good for headaches are going to be rosemary, just like you have in your spice cabinet, a ginger tea, or also a peppermint tea. So look for my ginger video, and in that video I go over how to make a proper tea for herbal medicine purposes, and you can make hot or cold compresses out of any of those teas. You can also drink those teas to help with a headache, or you might even just do what's called a steam inhalation, and you can prepare one of those herbal teas of peppermint, rosemary, or ginger and just inhale the steam from that, and that might help your headache. Another thing is just some aromatherapy, and you can make a compress out of aromatherapy by dropping a few drops of essential oil, just a few drops, into a bit of water, maybe a bowl with 1 or 2 cups of water, depending on how big you're making your compress, and a few drops of aromatherapy, and then soak your rag in that to make your compress. And then, of course, you can either make your water hot or cold, depending on your preference, but you can use peppermint essential oil. Lavender oil is also really great for headaches, and rosemary essential oil, good for headaches. And I know we talked about rosemary tea, so if you are an aromatherapy person and you have essential oils on hand, great, use them. If not, go to your spice cabinet. Almost everybody has rosemary in their spice cabinet, and you can get the same effect without needing the essential oil, which is great. If you do take an Epsom salt bath, like I recommended at the beginning of the video, you can use these essential oils, which are good for headaches, in your Epsom salt bath as well. And in my video about Epsom salt baths, I go into details on how to do that as well. So anywhere from 10 to 20 drops of essential oil can go into an Epsom salt bath, and that might help your headache. So those are just a few things that you can try for headaches. One final suggestion is that you can actually put your feet in a warm foot bath and put ice on the back of your neck. So when you have a headache, if you put your feet in a warm foot bath and an ice pack or a cold compress, maybe with one of the essential oils or herbal teas on the back of your neck, and that kind of constricts the blood vessels up here, and while the heat expands the blood vessels in your feet, and so it kind of diverts blood flow down away from your head, because a lot of times there's inflammation in your head or something going on to that effect, which is either causing or contributing to your headache. So that's one more thing you can try, is the ice on the back of the neck, or the cold, and the warm foot bath at the same time. So if you've got a headache, I hope that some of those suggestions help, and maybe you can try a few of those things next time you have a headache before reaching for, the Excedrin or the ibuprofen. All right, thanks everyone. Hope that helps.